perfect. I like that.
Shalom. Shalom.
Hello. Hello and welcome to our first annual episode.
Yes,
even though it's episode 7.
It's the amazing yearly 7th episode.
The year of the fox.
Michael questions randomly.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Bentley.
I'm Scott Milne.
I'm Nick Green.
And welcome first and foremost to the Neo Marvel Comics Podcast. Almost each and every week we get together and we have fun with our own little Marvel universe here.
Yes.
If you have listened to any of our previous episodes, thank you very much. Please continue to subscribe, like, comment. Check out our Facebook page. Eventually somebody will update something on there. Maybe somebody who's not even Scott.
Maybe.
But we'll see.
We'll see. No promises.
I'm tired very often because I go to bed late, and that's not really more of an excuse, more of a life story, and eventually I'll talk enough that we'll change topics.
Excellent.
It's good. Okay, Michael, do you want to let us know what you have in mind for today?
So the plan that we just came up with is that since I wanted to do a Goof episode, and we all agreed to do a Goof episode, but we made
Like
no planning.
a Goof Troop episode?
Something like that.
Okay.
Something
Dude,
like that.
we'll get sued. Come on.
Do the Mickey Mouse laugh instead.
Much better.
Thank you.
That we just made up, and there was no planning. I'll forcibly think of questions related to comic books. And I'll help out with this episode, but I'll mostly be sitting here in silence and having the audience and you guys dread what the next thing is.
So we can
come
get the
up,
audience in on it.
Now, is this something that we're going to mash up into a movie, or is it just like a rapid-fire question type thing?
It's whenever I think of a funny question and then you have to answer it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be an unspoken bit that was just going to happen during the episode.
Very
We'll
unspoken.
just do that.
Very unspoken when we
Don't
talk
let them
about it
know.
for the first
Like
2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well, I guess with that, we're ready when you are, Michael.
I don't have a question yet.
Great. Good start. We were talking about if we wanted to do another X-Men movie or a Marvel Knights movie next after the one of my favorite episodes, Fantastic Four 3 last week.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it felt pretty
liked
solid.
Yeah, allowed us to finally catch up.
If you were to make a comic book
Here we go. First one.
about any movie object or prop, which one would it be? Personally, I want to make a comic book about what happened to the fridge in Indiana Jones 4 after he left it. Like follow its life through being crushed at the dump or being checked for radioactivity, or even going to a museum, like the fridge that saved the man's life. Like what happened to the company that made that fridge?
So we're dropping all pretenses of comics then. It's just
what
whatever.
comic book would you make? What comic book would you make?
Like if we were to make a Marvel situated comic book. Okay.
Or anything.
Or anything. No, we got to keep it Marvel.
Okay,
dude.
fine.
This is a
Published by
dedicated Marvel podcast.
The nuclear fridge would join the Avengers in 1967.
Gamma nuclear fridge. Come on, we've already established that.
All right.
What movie prop would you make a comic about owned by Marvel?
Movie prop owned by Marvel.
Like the comic book is published by Marvel and owned by it, but you can pick any movie.
Any movie.
Prepare for maybe a little bit of dead air. Scott, make sure to cut around this.
American flag prop from Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
I would do a comic about that.
Like just the little itty bitty,
the comically pun intended small flag that one of the astronauts plants in the.
I'm pretty sure Nick as well is referencing the classic Charleston Heston.
Oh yeah, not the
8.
new updated, much better version that the entire
the one
Planet
with
of the Apes community
Mark
would
Wahlberg?
say, yes, that
With the comics, with the comics, like because it's going to branch off, obviously.
Of course.
Would it
you can't have one issue of this.
Yeah.
Would it follow the little American flag before or after the crash?
Well, we don't see it until after the crash.
they don't
because
see it until after the
they
crash.
plant it ironically, like on the planet. It's
And
just
I think,
like, haha, not only did humanity make it, but Americans made it.
And I think the comic and all of its issues literally just consists of different sized frames and stills of the same image of the American flag. No dialogue or anything. It's just the same frame for at least 15 pages.
Like it's time lapsed. And like it goes through like seasons.
Sure, it might
like,
move a little bit. Yeah,
times and days.
Exactly.
It adds like
it
some
is
very
in the
melancholy
Forbidden Zone,
panels.
so I don't know if there would be much change in there. I don't know how the
never know.
planet
You could have
works
a
after.
you could have like a rat show up a frame, and that would be the climax.
Maybe,
Like a
yeah.
rat
Well,
shows
like,
up a frame and then leaves.
Spoilers to this classic 1970s movies. It was on Earth the entire time.
Yes.
So,
Spoilers.
like, regular Earth weather would still
What
happen
do
to
you-
it.
what do you
But
got?
they never clarify exactly where on Earth. Like, it's assumed somewhere, like, in... I guess it's close to the eastern
York.
seaboard. Yeah.
We'll have to cover that in
Which
the
we
comic.
usually still have a little bit
Scott's turn, and he
of
has to
incremental
pick
weather.
a prop.
I'm still riffing off this while I try to come up with something. Jeez. So with this flag, like maybe some apes find it eventually as well. And they take it up as like their own coat
I don't know,
of
man.
arms.
I'm really
Yeah.
digging the whole same frame every frame.
Would it cross over? Would it cross over anything? Maybe we get the fridge in there.
Maybe.
Like some.
Well,
block-
slow down. We haven't set up props for yet. So
Yeah, that's a different podcast.
God, I'm trying to just come up with something.
Here's this dead air
What about Uncle Buck's car?
Uncle Buck. Who's that?
of the famed movie.
Uncle Buck.
I have not.
Sorry,
seen that
John
movie.
Candy. How come you have not seen Uncle Buck?
I actually haven't either.
It
but I'm
has
just aware
Macaulay
of the movie.
Culkin at his absolute youngest.
That's
in
actually
it.
the role that
And-
got him into Home Alone.
Was that covered in the
Fun
comic?
fact.
No.
It can be.
But like, this is about like the
in
car
my
itself.
comic, though, in the flag comic.
Now, you might be wondering as to why I picked Uncle Buck's car out of like all the cars out there.
Funny enough, I'm not actually. I know exactly why. But please continue.
Yeah, well, like you look at like your Fast and Furious, you look at like your I don't know Talladega Nights, you look at your Supernatural,
Green
and, like,
Hornet.
Green Hornet. You look at your Batmobiles or whatever,
Sure.
all perfectly fine functioning vehicles. Uncle Buck's car, though,
Fantastic car. Sorry.
you never know whether this thing's gonna explode or not.
Okay.
Like this thing is just its muffler is gone.
So what does this comic consist of exactly?
Like I need to-
Just basically how the car itself goes around with Buck on his crazy adventures. It doesn't like you will see it parked outside where then Uncle Buck goes in and gets up to crazy shenanigans because we all know Uncle Buck.
But we're not following Uncle Buck.
No,
right?
we're not.
Just
We're
sticking
following
on
the car.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
and-
So it's a similar situation with the flag. Is that the vibe
yeah.
we're getting from this?
Except
Different
we're-
gas stations.
different gas
parking
stations,
lots.
different
Yeah.
locales, different crazy family
the
members' places.
car's adventure is when it's by itself because when Buck's in the frame,
It's
then
like a
Buck's,
Pixar chart.
Yeah, then it's Buck's adventure. So whenever Buck's not in frame, we get a still of the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's either outside the house
And
or
how
in
it's
the
like just
garage.
rusting
We forgot to
away.
mention Herbie.
Oh,
as a
yes,
famous
as
car.
another famous car. What other famous cars can we talk about?
Welcome to Famous Cars.
Okay, that's probably the juice of the question. So you guys go ahead and toss it to the
Okay,
next
so
one.
we got round one of questions.
So I
done.
think we should do Marvel Knights,
Um.
seeing as that's the less
Okay.
important topic.
Now,
and
yeah,
we're just going
because
to be doing
we got
bits this whole episode.
so for our Marvel
breaking the whole
Knights.
fourth wall with this one.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna
So
go
much
back and
for
forth.
that unspoken bit.
So with our Marvel Knights, we have Blade, we have Daredevil, we have Elektra, we have
Ghost
Punisher,
Rider,
and Ghost
and
Rider.
Punisher.
Eventually, you want to do Moon Knight just because I know that
Yeah, sure.
Michael's
I'd be up for
champing
that.
at the bit. This would be a good time to introduce him as well. You are not allowed to talk until you
Oh,
come
I
up
heard you
with
say
a question.
Moonlight. I heard you say Moonlight. I was really
Yeah,
confused.
we're just
meant
going to feature
Moon Knight.
the
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oscar
get a
winner.
whole bunch of little gay black boys in it. So.
Wow. Okay, we're going. All right. Sure.
I haven't
Where do we
even
go
seen
from
the
there
movie, so-
exactly?
Going back to Blade.
It's not good.
Oh,
Not because of the gay black boys, but
no.
just
Yeah.
it wasn't good. It
I
was
think
very
moving
boring.
on
Great
from
segue.
the gay black boys would be very beneficial.
You think so? I don't know. I think we're really hitting our stride with this episode. Lucky number 7, people.
Yeah. Okay, so we got. I'll say like the 5, 6. What was it?
It was 5. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
Daredevil, Elektra, Ghost Rider, Punisher,
And Blade.
and Blade.
Now, obviously, we would need to have some sort of inciting incident to get them all together.
Yep.
Like I don't know, like a meeting in
I
hell.
don't think we should
I don't know.
use Mandarin.
No,
because we've used
no,
him
not
a
yet.
bit.
Like he seems to be amping up to be more of like a general Avengers problem.
Yeah.
of
Which I don't mean to take away from our
Nope, go
current route, but we were actually planning. I was listening to previous podcasts because I do that.
Oh, thank you.
Finally. And we were saying that we were going to make Mandarin the main villain in our first Avengers movie, which didn't really happen. He kind of just showed
He
up.
was like, yeah, he was just like a
We-
side story.
We also said we were going to make a Ghost Rider Punisher crossover movie. Have them
Mm-hmm.
do that first.
Michael, questions? Okay, we're talking here.
yeah. This is
could-
important stuff, Michael. All right. So we'll just disregard that for now.
Yeah.
But So yeah, we just need to find a new villain for them to. Do we want to do Kingpin?
Again, nah, I don't.
No, we want to do someone new, maybe.
Just because like we did previously see him in like Avengers.
So how much do you guys know about One More Day? Spider-Man One More Day. Michael, question extravaganza number 2.
I know a little bit. Basic premise was that it's Peter Parker and he has Mary Jane and a kid.
Really short version is that Aunt May dies.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker and Mary Jane are married, and they have a kid.
Yeah.
So they make a deal with the demon Mephisto to basically trade their marriage and their kid for Aunt May's life. So I'm thinking, my question is, how would you rewrite the story so that Mephisto fucks with them? My idea is that he resets the day, but this time their baby is on fire. But like living, it's just permanently on fire to just make their life.
Johnny Storm, essentially.
No.
But a baby.
Just
Bobby Storm.
Permanently on fire baby. Yeah. It never grows up. It's just a permanently on fire baby, just to fuck with them.
Like it doesn't scream all the time or anything.
Instead of Aunt May's life.
Yeah, instead of getting Aunt May's life.
So like the like we're basically just changing the
what happens after they make the deal.
Read between the lines.
Yeah, right. No read between the lines.
He like just, the small print.
He just straight up just fucks with them.
Yeah.
There's no contract.
Scott, you want to take this one first?
I sure do. So my brain is currently thinking and wrapping its head around like a Groundhog Day scenario, where it's like, how did Aunt May die? Is it like
I think cancer or a heart attack, something to do with old age.
Boring.
I'm gonna change it
Bill
up.
Murray
So
from
like
Groundhog Day kills her?
instead of that, like somehow she like dies like in an accident of sort, like she's just killed. And it's basically taken where it's just Peter himself is taken back and put into like Groundhog Day loop.
Okay.
So like Mary Jane is totally oblivious, as is everybody else in the world. So then Peter's just trying to find different ways. And to add on top of that, every day Peter Parker is forced to watch the movie Groundhog Day during this Groundhog Day event. So
I like
it.
I was waiting for the goofball aspect because this just sounded like a horrible hellscape. But then it's like, and also forced to watch Groundhog Day. You got anything, Nick?
I do actually.
Okay,
go for it.
Buckle your seatbelts, because Aunt May we're keeping Aunt May in the caveat part of this, but instead of dying, she has restless leg syndrome.
Okay.
And not the sad, regular type of restless leg syndrome. It's comically exaggerated.
Okay.
So she,
in just one leg or both?
Is both.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It might start with one leg, but it is a severe condition. It spreads really rapidly. So Aunt May gets restless leg syndrome, and she ends up running around New York. She can't stop. No one can stop her, except maybe Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So Peter and Aunt May, or not Aunt May, sorry, Peter and MJ have to chase Aunt May around New York, trying to catch her and get her back to the apartment.
Are we going to see the first instance of Aunt May versus the Juggernaut? Because no one can stop her.
Sure, we could do that. Yeah.
So her running speed itself. Is it just like regular?
It picks up.
Like
it's like how it spreads from one leg to another. It spreads and gets more severe with speed. So she starts at maybe, let's say, a healthy 5 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
So yeah,
starts
there.
Starts at like a regular old lady pace.
And the longer it takes for them to try and catch her, the faster she gets. And the more dangerous her legs get.
Things like that.
Sorry?
Where are we capping it out at? For like speed.
Why should we?
Why should we? Why limit ourselves, Scott? Why?
I just need to know, like, are we going to be getting up to like Flash levels, or?
No, I don't think. I think just a comically, like, inhumanly quick,
like faster than cars.
At one point, do we see Bill Murray?
We don't. Okay, that was
in
my
a flash on the street, maybe. Flash. All right, back to our topic. I just looked up Marvel Knights, and I think an interesting route we could take is Blade, Ghost Rider, Daredevil, and Elektra could be meeting up, because Punisher is on the loose.
Yeah, we didn't really have him. Oh no, we did have him in Avengers.
Did we?
Yeah, he was part of the infiltration unit, right? when he was invading Doom's castle or something?
I thought that was
Blade?
just Elektra and Blade.
Yeah, it was like
Okay, yeah, it was just okay. Yeah, we didn't even have Punisher.
Johnny
okay.
showed up later.
Johnny, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm down for that. Like maybe like Punisher, he is like on a like justice
Rampage.
spree or something. Yeah. Like somewhere else in the country, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Like let's get the fuck away from New York for a little bit. So
We could do Chicago, maybe,
I would say that's a good idea because like
or Washington.
obviously somewhere still like on the east side.
Okay, not
just
that far.
I would say because like Matt Murdock usually does not like to get too far away.
That's fair.
But unlike a couple other properties, we're gonna get him the fuck out of Hell's Kitchen from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, how do we want to start this? Do we want to just start the movie with like Punisher?
Do we maybe want to have this happening along the same timeline as Fantastic Four?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like that's just a good idea because then it kind of keeps like all the other like more mutated people like they're still all busy with all that stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas like with more like the Knights people and just martial artists.
So what we could do is because we explored the whole characteristic of like Blade, finding out there's more enhanced people.
Yeah.
Around, so he could be like looking up other people. He's already run into Daredevil, I believe. I don't think he's run into Ghost Rider yet.
No, we haven't
Don't
really
think
had Ghost Rider. Like I think we maybe had Ghost Rider for a snippet in Avengers, did we not?
No.
Or not
don't
even.
think so.
So maybe that's the thing. Like, is maybe
The only
It could
Ghost
be
Rider
Finding Ghost Rider.
The only Ghost Rider we did
Yeah.
was we edited, I think, one of his end of credit scenes.
yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
like this would definitely be a good time to finally bring Ghost Rider into the fold as well.
So yeah, like I'm just reading here, Marvel Knights were initially formed to capture the Punisher. So I think that could be our overall.
Yeah. Yeah. No, let's go with
thing.
that origin. Bit.
He'll be sort of our main villain, I think. But then like we could do an arc where he starts as like the big bad, and then like
and then like some other supernatural force comes along, and they have to deal with that.
Perhaps we could even just like get him captured in the end,
Okay.
and like and then we could just try and explore redeeming him in another movie, maybe. So he
Yeah,
could
that could
just
be a
be our
thing.
main bad.
Yeah.
And then
Kind of like a Winter Soldier almost like thing.
yeah, exactly.
Do we
That
want to
could-
then go with like the brainwashed route as well, or just
Ooh,
or
that
just
could be-
he's
maybe not so much brainwashing, but like
maybe he's just like in a place where,
invoking him, like some other like gang boss or someone is like trying to get him riled up and like get him out of his
like
to kill him.
manipulating the fuck out of him.
Yeah. That could
I'm riled up.
Yeah.
So then, do we want to do like another like B-level villain that can be doing that?
Yeah, no.
Like kind of Baron Zemoing him?
Or like Purple Man.
Could.
We
That's more brainwashing.
It is, yeah.
So I mean, although
Influencing.
that could be good.
We do Baron Zemo,
I would actually be up for that.
but then he takes off the purple mask to reveal a purple face.
Jesus.
Just a nesting doll of purple.
I'm actually up for that. The Purple Man controlling
Okay.
Punisher.
I'm just gonna look
That's
up.
fucking dangerous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, there's then way less rapey stuff in it.
Yeah.
And just more general mass murder.
Yeah.
Because, audiences are fine with mass murder.
Yep.
Like-
Violence is not a problem,
Violence
especially
is
in the US.
A-okay.
Violence is the only solution.
All right. So we got kind of our overall thing.
Yeah, Michael, you have a
wanna
question?
Tune in at all, or
I was like, I don't know if I'm allowed. If Scott actually doesn't want me to speak.
No,
you're allowed.
Okay.
You're allowed.
Kingpin's the villain because I heard that, and then like I was thinking of questions. So Punisher is the basically the henchman in
Yeah,
this.
he's our Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
essentially, in this movie.
So we're kind of just doing Winter Soldier with the Punisher
Not quite, because we have
and
different
Purple Man
elements.
instead of Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Like we have more supernatural.
What does Purple Man get out of this?
Off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I went right
mean-
there for us. Maybe he's just manipulating Frank into like eliminating certain gangs, so then like he can like take over those criminal organizations.
Where are we setting it?
Chicago, we said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or we could do any like kind of criminal organizations that like did him wrong in the past. So go more of like a revenge route.
So, I just had this thought. With us bringing Ghost Rider along, do we eventually want to set it up where like he almost tries to go and judge Frank? That might cause some like holy fuck tension there. But then like I don't know, maybe like Matt is just like no or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like could try it on him, but that he doesn't regret anything he's done. Like he sees all the people he's killed, and then he's like, I didn't kill anyone I didn't like.
Yeah, like he's going through his memories of like people that.
Ooh, but then he could be dealing with the brainwashing, like because he is killing people. He doesn't.
Well, if he's killing crime bosses, Frank would have done it anyway, and I was just killing them in a specific order.
But along the way, he could be killing like other people he doesn't.
Like
want
it could
to.
be like some civilians as well.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. Oops.
Or,
That
like,
just helps raise the stakes.
Yeah, he could be like.
So then, like maybe eventually, once Frank is like released from the brainwashing, he's like then overridden with all this guilt.
Mm-hmm.
So then that allows the knights to easily capture him and lock him up in wherever a prison is.
Yeah.
Moon Knight's mansion.
Are we introducing Moon Knight in this one? Or do you want to do just like a kind of tease with him?
Yeah, maybe a tease.
Just a tease?
I like the tease just because like
Just
to introduce him and explain like all of his stuff.
because one of his personas is a cab driver, so just have someone at some point hop in a cab and just like have the name be there on the
Okay,
thing.
yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah.
And also have him be in his full Moon Knight costume. Which will bring us to Michael question.
Excellent.
Yes.
Number 3 of the extravaganza. Which is the least stealthy stealth costume? Because, you know, there's some characters out there in, let's bring it up, to Marvel and DC Comics, where it's just, you're a stealth person, but here you are, plainly visible. What's up with your suit?
Yeah.
My answer is Moon Knight, because he stands in the dark in a pure white suit.
Yeah.
So if there's any small semblance of light, ta-da!
Yeah. If I'm remembering correctly, Jessica Drew as Spider-Woman. Mm-hmm. Because like usually she has been like an agent for several different organizations.
Is that the ketchup and mustard one? Like ketchup and mustard
Yeah,
color?
like red and yellow.
yes. Stealth.
Yeah.
Ketchup and mustard.
So you know her like she can't really do night missions
She can try.
because she will just glow.
I can't really think of any non-effective stealth ones that you guys already haven't said. So,
What else could there be?
one costume I do like that I don't know if it's necessarily stealth specifically, but Spider-Man's noir costume I'm really a fan of. Not online with the question at all,
Yeah.
but
Well, I'm gonna think the goggles though because he's
yeah,
he's
there's-
in a
Doesn't he like
gaslight.
also wear like a trench coat?
Well, hey, leather's real quiet. It not even a trench coat. It's like it's a smaller suit, but it's still leather. So if like he just like
Oh yeah, no. It's like a trench coat with the sleeves cut off.
I like imagining him creeping.
Oh
up
no, he
behind-
does wear a trench coat at times.
I like imagining him creeping
Yeah.
up behind a bad guy and going,
Yeah.
and the bad guy just not noticing.
Lots of people are hoping that will be a costume in the upcoming Spider-Man game.
yeah, that would be cool.
DLC one.
I hope
That's what lots of people are talking about, and I am full on with that hype.
Same with 2099. I bet that will definitely be one.
Big time. Bigger time.
Oh, the best one from the actual Marvel movies, Ironmonger suit, because somehow he hid.
Oh, yeah, he hid
in the
in those
shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll never see me here.
and they didn't.
They'll never see me come.
Tony!
Jeff Bridges.
Mark Ruffalo, woo!
Yes.
Actually,
yeah?
sorry, I'll just bring up one more thing. It's sort of it's not so much stealth, but it's like civilian wear. The standard Marvel civilian wear in the current MCU is a ball cap and sunglasses.
Yes, ball cap, a
yeah.
kind of like general sports coat or something. Yeah.
That's how the Skrull are going to invade. They're still going to be aliens, but they're going to put on a ball cap and a Leatherman jacket.
Yeah.
And no one will. And they're like,
It'll be like the most secret of wars.
someone's hat is going to get knocked off. And it's like, oh my god!
Or
and
secret invasions.
And he puts it back on. It's like, where'd he go? It could be anyone among us. And like, there's 20 Skrulls there.
It's like the Skyrim NPCs. I heard something. Must be no one.
Love it. Yeah.
All right. That was
Yeah. Okay, so jumping back. So yeah, we have Frank brainwashed, taking down criminals, killing innocents, and all that.
I think we could start the movie with Punisher not brainwashed yet. He could be just taking down a crime boss.
Yeah.
And then Purple Man shows up there, and like takes.
I'm gonna see if I can find.
Yeah, we're maybe I just had another thought as well. Like maybe like where we start off in Chicago, but then we go somewhere where maybe more like Ghost Rider is. That's where they happen to cross paths.
Sure. Where was he situated?
He was like down in the south, wasn't he? Of America.
Probably. I don't know for sure. Maybe
Have to look it up.
I'm looking up some. What's it again? Crime bosses. Got Zebediah Kilgrave, who's also purple. Reason for Purple Man to kill him. I can be the only purple villain.
I don't think we need specific.
Well, you need to name
Crime
drops.
bosses.
Oh, okay. Story is set mainly in Texas.
Yeah, like maybe they go
Yeah.
somewhere down south.
Chicago is in Illinois, right?
I don't know American geography.
Chicago, Illinois.
I just know that it's east.
Felicia Hardy.
Save her for Spidey. I don't think we'll maybe ever get to her. Be interesting if we did though, but I feel like she's too big of a name, and like just killing her off right away.
Chicago,
We just got to
Illinois.
beat her up.
Yeah.
So, Illinois.
We want to do the Shocker. Beat up Herman Schultz.
Well, like the thing about Punisher going out and killing crime lords.
Yeah, no, he's no, like I'm saying for the first guy, like he's beating him up or taking him down or whatever. I'm going through some possible name drops.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so they'll state jump a couple of states from Illinois to Texas. It's fine.
Yeah, like just Frank is going south for whatever reason. For whatever reason, Purple Man wants to get in
We
on
could
that.
end up in Florida. We could go from Illinois to Texas to Florida.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Then we could bring in
Pur-
Florida Man,
yeah.
the best Marvel superhero.
Jeez, no, too OP. Yeah, no, like maybe like Purple Man wants to get like some of that cocaine, and he takes like Frank with him as like his own personal bodyguard of sorts. So like they start going on a rampage down south that way.
Yeah. Maybe that's just his motivation. He just wants Frank as his own like personal plaything, like Jessica Jones.
Oof. Purple Man swings that way now.
Yeah, because he's like his whole kind of psyche is he's just kind of like sadistic.
Extremely.
Yeah, so he could just be like, he just has no other motivation, not like revenge or like against crime bosses or anything. He's just like sadistic and
Yeah, like he's just eliminating the competition.
And then that could bring in the whole like he sees how Frank is like pursuing crime bosses and like shooting up the place, and then he would be like, ooh, let's flip that on its head. Let's make you go shoot up a school or something.
Yeah. Like
Maybe not that extreme.
like maybe like it's set up as a way that like it's just like Punisher doling out justice to like crime across the country, and like for whatever reason media is putting like almost like a positive spin on that, but then he's just like, you're a little bit too much in like the good limelight. Let's fix that.
Yeah. Okay.
what we gotta do is we gotta have a scene where after Frank gets away, and like I don't know if like a bunch of other mobsters come over or if it's the police. Ghost Rider obviously won't shoot the police, but at least shoot at them. Ghost Rider has to pick up one of Frank's Gatling guns and make it into like a Ghost Rider Gatling gun, and just.
That would be an awesome effect.
That would be cool.
I'm down for that.
Mm-hmm.
Or he turns it into another smaller motorbike and he climbs on it and rides away.
No. Guns don't work like that. Guns aren't cars, man.
But magic works like that.
Okay, so I think we've focused enough on Frank and Purple Man for now.
Okay, so now just having...
Which gets us to question number 4 of the Michael Annual 7th Question Podcast.
Yeah.
What normal household object would you want Ghost Rider to transform for you?
Okay.
I'd want him to transform a toothbrush. Like I could never use it. It would literally like kill me probably, or at least like ruin my jawline.
It is literally burning away the bacteria on your gum line though.
And also my teeth.
Yeah, instead of bristles, it could be just flames coming out.
Oh yeah,
from that
it'd
part.
be like magma thing, but I'd have it, and then I could like show it to friends, and they come over like, "Hey, Ghost Rider made me a flame toothbrush. What have you done with your life?"
He really kills gingivitis. Yeah.
A lampshade.
A lampshade. Okay.
Not a lamp.
Just
a
the
lampshade
shade itself.
Is it all fire or fire and magma?
He actually puts it on his head, and he's the lamp.
But then the lampshade itself, does it become...
No, it
costume.
stays the exact same.
Yeah.
But he just puts it on his head, and he becomes the lamp.
So you're saying you just want Ghost Rider to do the hangout in your house?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
It's one of his cooler party tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey guys, watch this.
Yeah.
And then he just stands there,
Yeah.
lighting up the
Stands in
room?
the corner. Yeah.
If you pull his finger, does he turn off?
No, actually, when you pull his finger, he goes from orange flame to blue flame.
I'm thinking your mom's nice china set.
His mom's or your mom's?
Just your mom's in general.
So my mom's.
Everybody's mom's.
Okay, but
Great.
like,
Nice
you
china-
have to
china
specify
set.
what it becomes. Like, is it going to be pure fire, or is it going to be like a magma?
No, it's like she puts it out. It's like really nice china, but then like he touches it, and then like all of a sudden it's like this metal contraption. It's really handy though because it cuts your food for you, and then also changes your meat from rare to really well done.
So it's hot. Like
It's overcooked. Yeah.
So like you need like a metal table to like eat with the fine china.
I mean, if you put it on wood, you might burn it down. So, something not wood. Which I think most dining room tables are wood. So
well, you couldn't like hold it either. You couldn't hold it and stand because
well, no, because you would burn your hands on it. Yeah.
So
Ghost Rider would be fine, though.
Yeah. What is really tricky though is like when everybody's having like little cups of tea afterward, because that's part of the china set,
it would
right?
never get cold, but it would also never be drinkable.
You're gonna like
It would evaporate.
well, like you're gonna be like slicing your lips on the rim itself because of like all like the metally jagged edges. So, and like the cup handle is just like a skull, so like you're like putting like your fingers in like a bowling ball.
So like
somehow,
even if it was like a functioning cup, it would be hard to use.
yeah.
So you just basically want to ruin someone's day.
I'm just trying to ruin dinner, man.
He's just trying to ruin that china.
I hate family dinner. I hate bringing out the fine china. Ghost Rider, save me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we've got from this question is Michael just wants to show his friend a cool toothbrush. I just want Ghost Rider to function as a lighting source in my house. And Scott just wants to ruin his china.
I want to ruin family dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
Okay, question number.
Wow, already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Returning back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yes. We have a collection of chimes. No. Sorry. We're not doing that again.
If Denise could come out of the parking lot, please. Maybe go.
All right.
Okay, so getting back to the knights
So I
themselves.
think Daredevil, Matt.
Ooh, are we going
hears
to go
about-
for a ride in Blade's car?
Blade has a car?
Yeah, he does. It's like just like another general black something Mustang or other.
Could we do a motorcycle trip with Blade on one motorcycle and Johnny on another?
Johnny. Oh,
Johnny Blaze.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, he's on his. Actually, I guess sometimes maybe.
Or I
Blaze has
guess
a
we
motorcycle.
could just do Blade's car and Johnny's
Since
motorcycle.
Blade got
Elektra is just riding Matt.
Since Blade
Wow,
got
okay.
turned into Once again,
No, I like to think Matt is like clung on the back of.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Like since Blade got turned into pretty much comic relief in the last one, we go from Johnny, like a shot of Johnny Blaze on the road, a shot of Elektra down the road on her motorbike, and we get to Blade on his motorbike, and Daredevil's on the back, busy holding him.
No, I think we can redeem Blade in this one. I think we need
Yeah,
to make him a little
let's
more serious.
Get him back to being more of like
Also,
the
fun
kick-ass
fact,
broody
in
boy.
our first couple episodes, we like put Blade in a lot of end credit scenes, and we acknowledged the fact that we did, and then we kept doing it.
Because it's hilarious. Like, the more Wesley Snipes.
He was
Like at least twice,
shit.
I believe we said, let's bring Blade back. We haven't seen him in a while.
he was the most developed character.
And he's like our longest running character as well. Like, he's.
I think we
where
just feel
start
guilty
from.
that he's the first one.
Yeah.
So we have to just bring him in as much stuff as possible.
Him and
But
Spider-Man.
yeah, so Matt, I think, hears about Frank Castle and Purple Man making their way down to Texas.
Town? Walking fast?
Sure.
And
LA
they're
Fast
homebound?
Pass?
Terry Crews, bring Terry Crews in.
Yes.
Yes.
I wanted Terry
The Wayans
Crews as
brothers?
Luke Cage. I wanted Terry Crews as Luke Cage. though.
We're talking about
Ooh, I
white
like
chicks.
that.
Sorry, say that
You hear
again.
that?
Terry Crews is Luke Cage.
Oh, I love that.
That'd be good.
Because he's gonna climb out of a
We'll bring
building.
him in the second Marvel
Yeah.
Knights.
He's gonna have a building collapse on him, and then come out like
Oh, Spike! No.
No, exactly. We need some product placement in our movies, guys.
Bear Claw.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, not Bear Claw. Bear Glove.
There you go.
Product placement wrong.
I'm more of like a Wolfthorn guy myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So
To each their own.
that fuck shit can just go to hell.
Yeah, it really can. All right. It's Foxfire, actually.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
welcome to the Deodorant Podcast.
Yeah. We're clean, boys.
Oh,
Nothing smells on this.
I need to leave. All right.
You know what's
So,
funny
Matt,
is the fact that despite all these jokes, we're probably further along in this movie than we are in most.
Oh, maybe.
probably. Well, it's definitely not as convoluted and batshit insane. We're not throwing in
Yeah.
every possible Marvel character.
Yeah, like that was the thing about our Avengers one. It's just like, how are we gonna get like 20
Everyone
X-Men and like all these other sub characters into like one scene? We
Let's
aren't.
bring everyone in already. Why
Yeah.
not? So yeah.
So they're riding
also-
on.
Matt hears
Yeah.
that they're going down to Texas to do something. I don't really know what, though. What could they be doing?
They're
Well,
going.
they were going over to Florida to get in on
Okay,
that
so
coke
Matt
business.
is going to do a detour and...
Do some cook.
Or...
Or
Or,
I just got the idea. Like
Matt
they,
and-
they hear that they go over there, but then Blade, because he was doing all that research on other people, hears about Ghost Rider, and he's just like, "Hey, I know of a guy maybe from Texas that can help us."
Or
So
we
like
could do,
Daredevil and Elektra go on ahead.
We could do the Matt gets Elektra and Blade in on like going down to Florida, and like they could go down to Florida, and then they could run into Johnny Blaze going over there too, because Johnny just hears through the Hellvine that
Or just like the news. I mean, we are painting it up because like we like with having it so that Punisher is being seen as like a bad guy.
Yeah.
That, like he shoots up. Maybe not necessarily like a school, but maybe like a diner or cafe or something. Someplace with innocence.
bank maybe.
That too, yeah.
We could do a diner
Purple
and a
Man
bank.
likes his yeah.
Oof,
Get some
maybe
change.
do it be like Purple Man just goes up to him and was like, you don't care anymore, and in that like he loses his inhibition, so he still goes after crime bosses, but he doesn't do it in such a way that it's private anymore. Like he'll walk up as like a crime boss is in the middle of the street and fire away, and if anyone gets hit, he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah. Or maybe like you don't care about public discretion anymore.
Yes, like some
I
sort of-
would phrase it more like that instead of like you don't care anymore because like
Yes,
Frank Castle's already in a very depressed state.
something.
So like saying something like that and you might just be
Oh, so something we kind of glossed over.
Yeah.
Who are we going to cast as Purple Man?
oh,
good question.
Zendaya.
Wow.
No.
Zac Efron.
Yes. Maybe a little too young.
Yeah.
So Purple Man's usually a little bit more like on the older, mature
He's a man.
side.
He's a
man.
Steve Martin.
Too goofy.
I can't see him.
Yeah, like you gotta play it pretty straight. And Steve Martin, I've never seen him do a serious role.
Ooh. I've got one. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I need movie names.
Hunger Games.
Who do you play in it?
He was the one
The
resistance
game
leader, dude.
master. Was that
Game
That was Eugene Levy.
Oh, the guy with the beard.
the
crazy beard.
Yeah.
Big bushy
Phillips.
beard.
Do you remember Mission Impossible 3?
Yeah.
He's the
Bad
villain.
guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just need to look up real quick when he died, because.
That was only 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, when is this one?
Yeah. I feel like we
2012.
are.
We did
yeah, like
the
we're around
Avengers.
2012 right
We
now.
could do another 2011 because
we
we
did-
only have Ghost Rider in that one.
We did the Avengers in 2009,
Yeah.
and then probably Fantastic Four early 2010, late 2000.
Let's just say 2012. For
Okay,
this movie.
so we give space.
So we still have
Okay.
Because yeah, like we just at this point it's like fuck the timeline. We just need Ghost Rider now.
Do we want to call it Knights of M
Ooh.
or just Marvel Knights
Marvel Knight probably.
or just Knights? Knights of Ren.
Night Knights. We'll call it Night Knights.
Yeah. I'm fine with just Marvel Knights
Yeah.
or Knights of M. I can go either way. That's what she said. So yeah, no, I'm totally behind Philip Seymour Hoffman because yeah, like totally based off like his MI3 character, he could totally play that like no problem.
I almost was thinking Men in Black 3, and I was like, he wasn't in that.
No, that was Josh Brolin. We're saving him for something else.
Yeah. We're just gonna make him play Thanos again. Just kidding. He's playing Loki.
No, Cable.
Right. Sorry.
We'll
play Cable's
decide.
arm.
Yeah. Josh Brolin's going to play all of them.
Yeah.
Just gonna, the Josh Brolin cinematic universe.
That's like almost a thing. They're definitely gonna make a joke about that in like Deadpool 2.
They it's in the trailer actually. I noticed.
Is
They
it?
made like a small, or if it might have just been a coincidence. Like, what does he say? I don't remember exactly what he says, but there was something in the trailer. I'll rewatch it later.
Okay.
And I'll try and find it.
Oh, that sounds good.
So yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman as Purple Man. I
Yeah.
like that.
So yeah, he's using Punisher as. Oh, it's cool that it's still like Tom Jane as well. That would make like really awesome.
Dude, did you
dynamic.
see the? Did either of you see the short with Thomas Jane, the Punisher short?
No.
It had Ron Perlman in it.
Ooh.
It is so good.
Okay,
Like
so for our
so
viewers
good.
at home, go on YouTube, look that up.
Yeah, he's
Pause.
like
Really well.
Go watch
Uh,
something better.
Yeah,
Frank
pause this
Castle.
like right now. No, pause.
yeah.
Pause.
Frank Castle's doing like
Okay,
his
welcome back.
laundry,
Yeah.
and he like wreaks havoc on these other guys.
Which brings
that's
us to Michael's question
Excellent.
extravaganza
Which
number
might
5.
be our final question for the day.
Question number 5. I think we should get to at least question number 7.
Okay, we might help with that. Okay, let's
I'll
go.
try. What do you think is the hardest Marvel superhero costume to wash?
Ooh, I like that.
Gotta-
Marvel superhero costume.
Yeah, you gotta wash that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the Iron Man suit because you get sweaty. You get sweaty. You get hot in there.
Oh, like on the inside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on the inside, and like sometimes
I don't think you would get
Because like
sweaty.
it's easy
You would
for the
have
outside because he just
yeah.
needs like a power washer, but like on the inside, yeah.
he's
no.
exerting himself, so he's gonna get sweaty. He's gonna get tired.
It will
he's
be
gonna
a
get
little
hot, and
sweaty,
it's
sure.
gonna stink. It's gonna if he doesn't
Well,
brush his teeth,
he,
it's gonna smell.
He usually is wearing like his own clothes as well.
And that's gonna get attached to there. I'm thinking it's gonna get sweaty. It's gonna get hot, and you gotta hose that thing down, but hard. Because sometimes Tony's in there for 10 days.
Yeah.
That's 10 days Tony Stark smell that you gotta wash out there, air freshen.
Well, he's the only one that is ever in.
I feel like he would have built in some sort of
like micro cleaners.
But the fact that
sort
you have
of
to
air
build in
conditioning
microcleaners
system.
Yeah.
means it's that hard to clean.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, you look at in Spider-Man: Homecoming, he has like his own little dryer.
This is my answer. This is my answer. I'm not asking for plot holes. This is my thoughts. on
All
what
right.
would be the hardest.
We're just helping. Are we talking MCU or just Marvel comics
Anything,
in general? Okay.
any Marvel costume.
Thanos's
Is like
his
Oh, yeah,
getup
suit.
is pretty.
that would not easily fit in a washer.
Or Thor's costume is
Oh yeah, it's like metal
Well,
bits.
like it's
and
it's
arms
like
and stuff.
it's just armor that he's wearing.
Well, it's not
It's
just
like-
armor. Like
yeah.
it's like metal bits attached to cloth, so you couldn't just throw that in the wash. You'd need to like.
But all he
hand
has to do is cast the magic spell.
I don't think there's a spell.
Just-
I don't think Thor knows a spell for that.
Mjolniris Cleaneris.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Mjolnir clean, Mjolnir clean. Does not have anything.
Hi, Scott.
Yeah. Like the one joke idea I have is that I just feel bad for
Oh, I bet. Oh, sorry. Let you.
for all the people that have to wash all the shield uniforms. Like they have to have like on the helicarrier like this giant just laundry room where like all like their blue spandex suits.
And with the amount
Just
of
kidding.
times that it gets blown up or destroyed, they have to rebuy all those washers and reinstall them.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a pain.
So, the context of this question is the hardest costume for the hero to wash.
I'm thinking hero if you were given the costume.
Okay.
And they were like,
well,
wash this.
This only works for if the hero has to watch it. Daredevil's
Okay.
costume. Because he's
blind.
gonna have a tough time working those machines.
Well, like especially modern ones because like they're all digital and you can't
Oh, yeah.
exactly you
Yeah.
have to read the display. I mean, maybe some of them have like audio
Or
descriptions
like
on them
he's
as well.
got braille on his buttons.
Yeah, that could help. Can I think of anything else that's funny for
Ghost
like an
Riders
individual?
would be
Well,
tough.
He
'cause he's
just
got all
burns
that
it away
soot.
and buys a new one. Yeah.
Well, he'd have to like stay in Ghost Rider form to wash it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a naked skeleton standing there washing clothes.
Oh, this one is so easy. Hulk, because he never has any clothes left to wash.
Oh, that's true. Well,
Yeah.
that makes it the easiest then. That makes it the easiest. But then, because I want to get to 7, Michael, question number 5.
6.
6, yes.
There
Thank
go.
you.
One
Extravaganza.
job, Michael.
Yep.
What is the worst superhero to go on a road trip with?
Hulk.
Well, is he just in Hulk form, or is he just
Okay,
Bruce
I'll
Banner?
clarify.
Or is it going from?
I would say
I'll
Hulk.
clarify.
Okay.
And we'll talk about the podcast.
Yeah.
Going from Texas to Florida in a car. Just a car. No like
Yeah.
double cars. Like one of you's driving, the other one's going.
Actually, no. This one's just as easy. Daredevil. He can't drive. You have to do all the driving.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd say Spider-Man. Like it's quippy for a bit, but then after a while, after the 15th sign with a funny name and him making a joke about it, you're like, get out of the fucking car.
That would probably be the same as with like Johnny Storm.
Ooh, yeah.
I think
Mention
it would
both.
be worse. Honestly.
Yeah.
So and like if Iceman is there as well. So then just get more into like just like a fun college type extravaganza then.
Well, like you gotta think of like, yeah, you like reading about Johnny Storm, but how much do you actually want to be friends with Johnny Storm?
All the friends. He's rich. I'm in it for the money, okay.
All right.
Back to the movie.
Back to the movie because we have not a lot of time left. So I think we'll just try and simplify a bit. Are we getting Ghost Rider to meet the other 3?
Well, like
Or
yeah, the
do we
idea I
want
had
Blade to
is
go
yeah,
to
like
Texas?
Blade picks up Ghost Rider, and then they all then
Sure.
go to meet up in Florida for like
So then
the final showdown.
Elektra and Daredevil go down to Florida.
Yeah, and like they try to like fight first. Do we want to have it set up or like maybe try like when they go to like take down Frank, like Purple Man is like trying to influence them as well a little bit at first, but are able to resist somehow.
How
Or
can we do that?
maybe they're just like having like just a hard ass time against Frank because like he has like a fucking arsenal.
I'm thinking that he'll go for control of all of them, and they'll start fighting each other for like his amusement or whatever.
Okay,
But
I like
then
that.
like I think of Daredevil and Elektra are fighting, but they move in such a way that they are fighting each other. But then they sort of team up in a way that she like uses one of her size to like knock the like his nightstick out of his hand, and it
Okay.
hits Purple Man in the head, and then they're free. Skunk.
Well, we still need to get Blade and Ghost Rider down there first.
Yeah,
before-
like I feel like it should be like some combination of like Blade and Ghost Rider taking down Purple Man because like they would be like resistant to him and his powers.
I think we could get Purple Man to like subdue, maybe not like brainwash Daredevil.
Okay, yeah, but
he could
like-
just subdue them like
I
sleep,
think-
Yeah,
and they would like just
I think Purple Man needs some like C-list villain henchman that he's also controlling besides Frank.
the Wrecking Crew.
Yes, that's where I was going with it.
here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The fated day has arrived.
We finally got the
All that's
Wrecking
left
Crew.
is Ed Pool.
Nope, that's not happening. I will. How about this? I'll allow Eddie Murphy in the Deadpool movie,
Okay,
or in the next X-Men movie where we
Yeah.
bring Deadpool in.
we'll see what
I
happens.
do not
see
want
what happens.
Eddie
We'll see
Murphy
what
as Deadpool.
We'll talk about
that
this.
is my limit.
Yeah,
All right, so Purple Man has Wrecking Crew with him. So yeah, they're fighting them. Ghost Rider
Yeah,
and
like-
Blade arrive. We could even beforehand we could have a little scene about Ghost Rider and Blade talking about shit they've seen and stuff.
yeah, like more like the supernatural side of things.
Yeah, exactly.
and that like maybe they both sense somehow that like shit's getting real, magical shit's getting real.
Yeah.
Purple Man magic in this because you normally just like pheromones and stuff in the
Sure.
comics.
Yeah,
like
magic.
I'm fine with still just pheromones
Okay.
Oh,
and
okay.
everything. That like he's like a
Yeah, I think it.
mutate of
Yeah,
some
that
sort.
could keep it a little more simple.
Yeah,
Ghost Rider doesn't have a nose.
he really doesn't. No.
Doesn't. So, yeah, they arrive and kick Wrecking Crew's ass.
Yeah.
They get Daredevil and Elektra out of their.
Or like maybe I'm almost just thinking it's just like maybe Purple Man, like they go and confront him. He realizes it, and he's just like, "Well, we made some other friends along the way." Wrecking Crew comes in. Maybe that's then when like Ghost Rider takes down Purple Man, releasing then the other three. So then, at least the four of them can then take down Wrecking Crew.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like
I think
maybe like Frank helps them as well a little bit.
yeah. I
And
think
he gets in, and then like once it's all said and done,
and then he like collapses and
Yeah.
he's like, "What have I done?"
yeah, totally behind
Cool.
that.
And then yeah, they kind of do the whole, "Hey, this is a good dynamic. This is the way to do this. We should be Marvel Knights."
I think like there's got to be like some sort of call in because Elektra works for Shield, where they're like approaching your location. No, do you have sight on the target? And like she looks at Frank and she's like, "Nah, he got away." Something like that.
Oh, hi, Garrett.
Yeah, you got away or something like that.
Okay.
And then he's like, "We're friends now."
Yeah, I think they get Frank to like a safe location so he can like debilitate and like what's the word?
Rehabilitate.
Rehabilitate. That's the word.
Debilitate.
Debilitate.
Make
Clear.
him worse.
So yeah, and then I think that's
But
How
what
we
we,
can-
what we do is the place to
we
go
can end it?
do rehab is with the famous movie star, the alter ego of Moon Knight, who just so happened to be a beneficiary for him.
okay. Beneficiary for Frank.
Yeah, for Frank. Like I'll keep him safe. I'll keep, just like have someone
So kind of like Black Panther him at the end of Civil War.
pretty much.
Okay.
Sure. Not inside the ice thing.
No.
No icing. I don't know who would know the rich actor. Johnny Blaze. He's famous. He might know.
Johnny Storm.
No, Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay.
No, he'd know a few famous actors because he's a stuntman in the movies. Like,
That's true.
did big crowds, so
Yeah.
probably would have met a famous actor.
Okay.
It's like, this guy's chill. Just leave him with him.
Sure.
Not knowing that he is really bad multiple personality disorder.
Okay. So yeah, that's Marvel Knights. End credit scenes. Do a Luke Cage tease. Could
Yeah,
if we want.
could do that.
Black.
Yeah, with like Terry Crews. Is he like just back in New York? someplace?
Yeah,
Yeah, just because
I'd say so.
it's back there.
I'd say because I think Matt could be like training in his dad's gym or something,
Okay.
and like Luke just comes in. He's like,
Need a new sparring partner?
I need a new trainer or something.
Okay. Yeah.
And no time for the last Marvel comic book annual Michael question.
Take us home, Michael. Take
Question
us home.
7. Marvel Comics has hired you to write the fourth and final personality for Moon Knight. He is a cab driver, he's a famous movie actor, and he is just a regular guy who was in the war. What is the fourth personality you'd write for Ghost Rider?
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight,
A fourth personality for Moon Knight.
Gollum.
That's good.
Just him sitting alone doing.
Yeah, he takes off all his Moon Knight garb and sits in the corner and just whispers Gollum to himself and says precious, but he doesn't have a ring. He has a what could it be? A lampshade.
Okay.
Is it a lampshade you're going to put on Ghost Rider?
You have to stay tuned.
Michael, what do you got?
I was thinking Gordon Ramsay. Have it
So
explained.
he is Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, have it explained. What does Gordon Ramsay do when he's not on TV? He's Moon Knight.
Excellent.
He's
We've
right.
got Gollum. We've got Gordon Ramsay. Think of another famous G. Scott?
No.
No?
I'm
Alright.
going to take us home with Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, perfect.
Alrighty, and with that,
We're going to end there.
yep. So this was the Neil Marvel Comics Podcast.
Annual 7 questions.
First
episodes.
annual.
The
First
seventh
episode
episode,
7.
guys. I can't believe we did it. 7
Made it
episodes.
this far.
It's finally over.
Thank you for tuning in today for this week's episode.
I think
yeah.
we cranked out a pretty decent
This was
Marvel Knights
great.
movie.
I can't wait to put this together and hopefully get it uploaded over
Yeah.
the weekend so that audio listeners can listen to
If
it.
the thumbnail isn't Weird Al, Gollum, and Gordon Ramsay, I don't know what you're doing.
I'll make it work.
Okay.
I'll be able to paint Photoshop
Gotta
something
put
together.
Ghost Rider
Yeah.
on that lampshade.
Yeah. I was Scott.
I was Nick.
I wish I was Michael.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Bye.